Manny Pacquiao plans on making a triumphant return to the ring in 2024, and Manny has announced his return fight against Buakaw Banchamek. Manny Pacquiao has been considering a return to the ring for quite some time, and many people were rumored to be jumping into the ring with him for an exhibition match. Conor McGregor even tried to put his name out there for a potential match. Conor stated, "How about me versus Manny here in Saudi? How does that sound to you? Wouldn't you think Manny should have to come up in weight considering it's his sport? Would you think that's what a man would do versus what a mouse would do? Manny already owes me $8 million via the court of law. He was signed to my management company and didn't honor his deal, so fight at my weight and I'll square that bill away." Manny had a very simple response to Conor and his claims as he stated, "Oh, he's not active anymore." Meanwhile, Oscar De La Hoya believes that Ryan Garcia would be a good fight for Manny Pacquiao, and Oscar stated, "The reason why we can't talk now about it, and it's a viable option, is because Manny Pacquiao has been in a legal suit he's been involved in that didn't allow him to fight in the States. It's a very real option for both guys. I can see that fight happening at 142, 143 maybe." Eddie Reynoso isn't so sure about that, and he claims that Ryan is rather difficult to train. Eddie Reynoso stated, "One of the most difficult to train is Ryan. He's a very good guy, but he's very much about the cameras and other kinds of things, and he doesn't really have a focus on what boxing is. Well, now I'm in Los Angeles, now I'm going to film here, now I'm going to Las Vegas, now I'm going to go somewhere else. So he loses that focus on boxing. And the kid was focused, and the truth is that we had good fights. I saw that he learned something, but it's a little complicated to work with him." Ryan Garcia doesn't seem interested in fighting Manny though, and Ryan stated, "This isn't happening. I said what I wanted. It's frustrating. Tired of this." Eddie actually wanted to see Manny fight someone like Gervonta Davis instead, and he pushed for that fight to happen. Eddie stated, "I really don't like that fight. Manny Pacquiao has all that experience. It's a fight at a heavier weight against a naturally bigger fighter. But in my role as a teacher, my job is to prepare him for these fights that he and the team accept. Yes, he does consult with me as he does with his advisor, Guadalupe Valencia, and his mother and father. But he respects my opinion when it comes to that, and I give him my opinion on those fights from my experience and my point of view as a trainer. But the final decision is made by Golden Boy Promotions, by his promoter Oscar De La Hoya. They value my input and take it into consideration, and I'm pleased with that part of it. The fight I like more is Tank Davis. To me, it's a far more interesting fight. They are at the same weight, and their fight can exceed expectations." Sergio Martinez mentioned that he tried to set up a fight with Manny and Floyd Mayweather, but neither of them wanted to fight him. Sergio stated there was a difference in class, welterweight, the two of them. "The closest we got was them two welterweights, 66 kilos and 700 grams, and I was a middleweight. If we had wanted to, if they had wanted to, we would have been able to because I went down to super welter. They went up to super welter. I went down a category. I got weaker. They could have come up a few kilos, but I was very good at the time. I was doing well. I also understand that it was the time of my prime and it could hurt them. It didn't suit them. It's logical. As a sport, there's the business and everyone wants to look after their own little pocket. As I had much less to lose than them, I challenged everyone. But, well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen." According to Amir Khan, he's actually been talking with Manny and his team about setting up a fight in 2024, and Amir stated, "You've been hearing rumors Manny Pacquiao is in town. We're in talks. We've spoken a few times and that fight could happen. There's a lot of interest in that fight between Manny Pacquiao and myself. Manny is in town, so this is where me and him will have a sit down. If it happens, the fight here or somewhere else, it would be great. If I fight Manny Pacquiao, I think it will be a brilliant fight. I've always looked up to him and we know each other quite well." According to Manny, these talks were definitely happening at some point this year. Manny stated, "We're working on it at the moment. We're expecting the fight to take place next year. The fight will be at 147. Manny was also open to possibly fighting Gervonta Davis at one point, and he stated, "Gervonta Davis is a good fighter. He's a good fighter, yeah. If he comes up to 147, we can fight. 145 maybe. That's not a problem for me. I'm an experienced fighter." Amir Khan even tried to predict that fight if it were to happen. Amir stated, "Is that happening? There's too much money in that fight. I think Manny, he's the better fighter." Even Shakur Stevenson tried to talk about how he'd do against Pacquiao if he were to fight him in his prime.
Do you think in your prime, if you were to fight Pacquiao in his prime, how would that go?
I think I was smoking Pacquiao.
In his prime?
Yeah, I like Pacquiao, but like I was gonna make sure he took them tests. Like it was gonna have to be them tests was gonna be taken. I wasn't gonna fight him without making sure he was like doing the tests and everything was like straight far as no cheating or nothing.
Manny was definitely looking for a possible rematch with Floyd Mayweather sometime in the future too.
The best fighter I fought probably was Manny Pacquiao, because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he made.
Floyd didn't seem too keen on a fight with Manny because he thinks that the result would pretty much be the same.
Pacquiao obviously got power also.
Right.
You know, I've been in there with him.
Did you feel his power?
He's solid. He's solid.
Okay.
He's solid. Ain't nothing I ain't never felt before, but he's solid.
Right.
And he felt me too. That's why he wasn't quick to run in there.
Right.
So it's obvious we both felt we felt each other. At the end of the day, you know, it finally happened. He got cooked. Right. Now they begging for a rematch. My thing is this: if you get it done right the first time, you ain't got to do it again.
According to Manny, they were already planning on doing a fight, but the timetable for that has already passed. Manny stated, "I have an exhibition match this coming December in Japan. We're working on it. The opponent, we're working with Floyd Mayweather." Manny has definitely been getting back into his training, and he looks fresh in his training footage. Well, according to Michael Benson, Manny has confirmed his next opponent and time. Announced, Manny Pacquiao, 45, will face Buakaw Banchamek, 41, in an exhibition fight on April 20th in Thailand. Banchamek is a famous Muay Thai fighter and kickboxer. The boxing exhibition will be 3 6-minute rounds with 2-minute breaks. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.